Hold on, man. You see, man. Okay. All right. So obviously, rich folks are like, Sal, you talking about us. You talking about us. You got to stop talking about us now. You got to stop talking about us now. Okay. I'm gonna leave y'all alone, man. See, I started. Everything was all cool and I started talking about that Bitcoin. Okay. Okay. I don't want to come off like I got a tinfoil hat on, but I don't understand, man. People be watching this shit, man. So y'all people think it's just, oh, it's only 70 people in here, or 80 people, or 50 people, or 30 people. Man, let me tell you something, man. It could be 5 people in here. If you say the wrong thing, your shit going getting cut off. Yeah.
Oh, he's talking about us. He's giving everyone the game.
Uh. All right. So I always be going over my hour, man. I always be going over my hour to wrap this show up here. I think we got it, man. Like I said, they're really, as you can see here, we kind of stopped picking the tickers of tomorrow because you really just don't know what's going to pop. Overall, market wide, though, again, I still have a short rating on the market across the board. Again, I still think the big winner or the big losers for the next several months, or hope anyway, are going to be IWM, XLF, and basically anything, in the mid caps that's got extensive, uh, leverage. It's heavily in debt. Anything that's heavily in debt is in trouble. Your mid caps are going to be just destroyed if we're going into a recession. They're just going to be completely destroyed. There's going to be so much money to be made as this comes, as this correction comes due. So much money to be made. So much money to be made. You know. Yeah, EWZ, Yeah, EWZ. It's just across the board, it's just a shitload of money that's going to be made. And, you're not going to, of course, look, your apples and stuff are going to go down, all those, but not even anywhere close to as much as, again, some of those poorly structured companies that have just been going up because, a tide lifts all boats, right? That saying, when everything is good and everything's going up, even the shit rises. So look into your mid caps, look into that 500 million to $3 billion range, and there's a lot of shit right there. 500 million to 3 billion, and there's a shitload of companies there that are just, ready to lose 50, 60, 70% over the course of the next possible 24 months, 10 months, 12 months, whatever it is. If this thing is for real. If this thing is for real. Yeah, 2000, same here. 2008, I was a watcher as well. I was a watcher as well as 2008. I had no money to play. But this time, this time, somebody's going to retire off this recession. And just like a shitload of guys made a lot of money on the last one. They made a lot of money going down and going up. But the problem, like I said, the rich can't do the same thing because their money is tied deeply into it. They're up huge on those capital gains, and they'd have to pay on that. So they got to write it down, unfortunately, for a lot of them. They got to write it down. That's why so many companies during huge recessions, they got to delete, cancel services, high-end goods, stop being provided, or go high-end good makers go out of business because, at the end of the day, the rich lose the most in those times, The rich lose the most. Yeah, I mean, you see the Fortune 500. You go read those Fortune 500 or Fortune magazines during the recession. You had guys losing like half their net worth. Because again, their wealth is so tied to the markets. Wealthy people, if you look at the 1% of America, the top 10%, let's just say the top 10%, all right, their wealth is over 70% tied to financial markets. Extensive real estate, but overly tied to equities. Whether it is, shares they gotten from a job or corporate boards or inheritance, whatever it is. So funny, people with retirement accounts just watching the money go down the drain, talking about it's going to come back. Oh yeah, they do that all the time. Because again, and they get greedy. They're the worst. It's just these guys who sitting on these retirement accounts because, oh, I don't want to pay taxes on it if I take it out. I'm like, damn, you're rather lose net value than pay the government. That's how greedy these people are. They'll justify it too. They'll look at you and say, I'm just going to hold on to my shares. All right, you don't want to pay. You'd rather lose half than just pay Uncle Sam whatever it is that in order to take it out. These people are delusional sometimes at certain ages, man. They're delusional. They're delusional. All right? And there's not going to be a Barack Obama to save you out of this one. There's no Barack Obamas to save you out of this next one. That ain't happening again. The time has came and went. You said you started off bad because brainwashed buying and holding. Yeah, weren't we all? Weren't we all? Weren't we all buying 1 or 2 shares of Walmart and thinking you gonna do something? Man, I just think about the way I used to trade. I'm like, boy, was I an idiot. I'd buy 1 share of Verizon. I thought I was somebody. Woo, Verizon, damn. Yeah, baby, I gotta share a stock. Oh my God. Horrible. Is that Intel and Nvidia were $17 back then? Yeah. Obviously, those were a lot different companies then, and they're not going to get. And Curo Network, Intel, Nvidia. I'm not saying they're going to get down to 17, but I could see them losing 50%. They can lose 50% from where they are now, 60%. Again, if it's for real. Some of these real estate prices are ridiculous out here, Some of these real estate prices are ridiculous out here, man. You got people in Compton paying $500,000 for, 900 square foot homes with bars on the windows, man. With bars on the windows. They got bars on the windows and you're paying $500,000. I'm going to show you right now. I just sometimes for fun, I go through the listings in Compton. Because it's just funny. And I know they're going through their whole little gentrification thing too. But it's ridiculous. I'm gonna show you this. Look at this piece of shit. I'm gonna snipe this and show you guys here in just a second. Let me see here. All right. Screen capture. Let's see. Let me put it on here so you guys can see it. It's ridiculous. This is a real property, man. This is a real property. You can go see this house right now. This is off Realtor.com. $430,000 for this piece of shit. for this piece of shit. This house was last sold in 2010, 8 years ago, for 160,000. 160,000 8 years ago, now going for $430, and you've got bars on the windows, bro. Look at it. You paid $400 for this piece of shit? How, man? I can't even. I mean, what is that? Look at that door. What the hell is that plant? What is that? What type of, what is that? Cement wall? What is this? This is fucking embarrassing, man. You know, let me give y'all a side view of this piece of shit. This is horrible. And people are really paying for this, man. You know? So when people say, oh, Sal, you're so pessimistic, man, our economy is strong. Our economy is strong. We're growing. No, our economy is in trouble when people are paying damn near $500,000 for this shit. Come on, man. This looks like a piece of shit. I wouldn't let anybody in my family live in something like this, man. For that kind of money. God damn. For that kind of money. You know what I could do with that kind of money? Man. That's crazy, man, that people in California are paying that kind of money. Look at it. Yeah, they got the doghouse right next to the damn door, bro. And you paying that for that kind of money. What's going on, Dawson? Yeah, you saw the Kush plants and all that. I mean, it's just really sad, man. It's just really sad what people are paying for in these days in California. Okay. And it's under contract, too. So some sucker, some dumbass bank is paying for it. You know? Somebody's paying for this, man. Somebody's paying for this. $430,000 for this house. You know. That's why when I used to watch those flip shows, I'm just like, man, our country has it all wrong, man. You know. Our country just has it all wrong. I think this is this is the front view. I mean, this is just a disgrace, man. This is just a disgrace. The bank that's giving you that loan should lose their license. They should just lose their license. They're giving you money to buy a home like that for that much. You know. And the house is so small, they're not even telling you the actual square foot of the house. They're showing you the square foot of the lot. That's how much of a ripoff it is. Anyway, let me get out of here, guys. Appreciate you, Dawson. I know you came in late. I appreciate you. You said you delivered food to Kevin Gates. Shout out to Kevin Gates, man. I can't stand when rappers go to jail and come out fat. I'm like, God damn, man, y'all motherfuckers is. That's when you know these guys got it too good. You go to jail and come out fat. You know, like Kodak Black. I loved skinny Kodak Black. This fat turd looking Kodak Black now, I can't stand him, bro. He just I don't know. The energy is just different. Even Kevin Gates, the energy is different. I'm not feeling it. Appreciate you, Bat Scientist. You know, he literally looks like a walking turd now, Kodak Black. But Kevin Gates, too, the energy doesn't seem there. The energy just, guys are overweight. The energy is different. All right. So again, we'll see how the market ends the week. We'll see how the market ends the week. Again, I'm net negative on everything. Last caller, 559. You're in the air. What's up?
Hey Sal, I just wanted to say, man, your live stream is really good, dude. Sharing your personal stories about your army days and the hard labor job you did is just hilarious, man. I checked in back and forth here and there. I'm not home, but it's good. It's a good video, man.
Oh, appreciate you, bro. Just having fun with my audience, man. I share little things here and there, but I know I got to stick to the subject for the folks where I just try to spice it up.
No. Trust me, dude. That was actually a nice little twist on the side. It's like, because I've been thinking, man, I've left so much money on the table, right? I haven't taken profits from T-Rep, and I'm not going to. But on the side, like, sharing your personal stories, and it makes me reflect and remember on, hey, man, we worked those, hourly jobs. I used to push carts for $8.40 an hour, dude, at a grocery store, for 8 fucking hours back in the day. And it's just we gotta take our profits, and like there's very few of us that are even in the trading game,
Absolutely.
And if there's so many other people I've met, and I try to share this knowledge with them, but they think it's like gambling or poison or drugs, man. They're like, I'm not going to touch that.
Well, when it comes to that stuff, I've learned that you got to let people find out on their own. You know what I mean? You can't really make somebody be a trader. You know what I'm saying? They've got to find it out. They've got to go out there and do their own research, do their own work. All you can do is, if they seek the knowledge and they genuinely want to learn, then you put it in front of them. But those days of like trying to go out and convince people and all, there's no glory in that. So.
No, definitely, man. And I think all of us, even some of the guys that are out there that are not profitable or they have very small accounts, dude, and man, we're just being in this live stream and having this small community of people that check in, like we can build each other up and just make a few rules and follow your rules. And I think it's the sky's the limit, man. And it's just those houses you're showing, man. It's like people buy a house like that and they're like literally becoming like slave, dude. You got to make those payments every month, and to get a regular job and all that. And with trading, all you need is a computer and internet, and you could be anywhere in the world, and a lot of freedom here.
There it is, man. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for the call, bro.
I think, man. I was just gonna call and say, hey, man, like the part of you going off subject. It's cool.
Appreciate you, Rich Million. Thanks a lot for the call, bro.
Bye.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Rich Million for the call. Yeah, that house we showed, just to wrap the show up, a trader wouldn't buy that house. A guy who trades stocks, he would never pay that much for that house. When you trade stocks, it affects everything you do, from the way the way you spend money. You look at everything you do financially differently. A trader would never buy a house like that. He'd know he's paying too much. Automatic, just looking at the house, he's like, I'm paying too much. I'm buying at the top. He'd know I'm automatically underwater as soon as I sign this document. If the market turns around on me. Who knows? All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, time for me to get out of here. Appreciate you guys tuning into the show, all my lawyer listeners. Always a good episode, man. It was a good episode today. Good show. Good tickers. With that being said, Mr. Lloyd, appreciate you for the call. Shaquille Emmanuel, yes it is. It's a lifestyle. I appreciate you. Bad Scientist as always. Thank you, sir. Dawson Eats. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for checking in. George M. A. Ranger. Major Market Moves. Thank you, sir. Who else was in here? Mr. Money. Thank you, Mr. Money. Corey Kwan. Candace Thomas. HM, Kelly Rob, Curo Network, George M. Yes, indeed. Shaquille Emanuel, Shirley Lewis. Shout out to everybody who was in the building today. I appreciate all of you. It is closing time, ladies and gentlemen, until Monday. But I know I'm going to be back sometime this week with some more videos. As I said, look out for that interview. So look out for some other content coming out very, very shortly. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Monday's the next live show. Happy trading. Take care, everyone. I'm out. Yeah, PTO TF videos very soon. Tomorrow. Piece of shit. PTO TF.